Hello everyone, so in this video let us talk about an easy problem from LeetCode. The problem name is shortest distance to a character. So the problem statement goes like this, that you're given a string S and a character C that occurs in that string S. Now return an array of integers answer where answer of length is same as S of length. So which means that whatever is the length of the string that you have, the answer array should have the same length, as well as answer of I is the distance of the index I to the closest occurrence of C in that S. So for every ith character, you have to find out the closest occurrence of C. That C is also given to you. And the absolute difference should be returned, like whatever like left or right that particular character is closest to. So let us take this example only. So let's say it is love, LeetCode and E. So love, LOVE, LEETCODE, and the character that you're looking for is E. Now let us give those indexes. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now for every position you have to find out the closest occurrence of E. So for this position, the E occurrence is here, so it is 1, 2, 3 distance apart. From this it is 2 distance apart, 1 distance apart, 0 distance apart because you are on it. Now for this position, the E is here as well and here as well. I hope you get the point. So both of them are 1 distance apart, so it is 1 only. For this so there is one E here as well, there is one E here as well, but I am also on one E, so the distance of any one of the closest, so it is 0, again 0. Now for here the closest E is on the left hand side, that is 1 distance. For this there are 2 E's. Either I can look for this E as well as look for this E. So this one is smaller, so it is like 2 distance apart. Then for this one 1, 2, 3, and this is 1, 2, so 2 distance apart, 1 distance apart and 0 distance apart. So this is somewhat an array that you have to form. Now you can directly observe from the example that I have drawn also that I have to at any point of time known the closest E difference like distance from the left hand side and the right hand side. So for that you can just make some sort of a prefix and a suffix like array in which you can find out what is the closest E when you're moving from left to right at any moment of time as well as from right to left. So what I'm trying to do is that let's say to draw some array. Now for every position, let's say from this position, what is the closest E on the right hand side? So closest E on the right hand side is, as you can see, that it is 3 distance apart. Then again on the right hand side it is 2 distance apart. On the right hand side 1 distance apart. Then 0 distance apart. Then from this, as you can see on the right hand side, like what is the closest E? So it is 1 distance apart. So from this it is 2 distance apart, or actually some 1 distance apart, and then the 0 distance apart and so on. Similarly on the right hand side, like you have seen on the right hand side, then on the left hand side also. For this L, what is the left hand side E? There is no left hand side E. So let's say you just say like -1. Then there is on the left hand side, is there any E? -1, then -1. And for this there is 0. And for this position there is 1 E on the left hand side, that is only 1 distance apart and so on. And then for every position you have what is the, like whether there's a E. If it is -1 there is no E, then you just only choose this. If this is only like choose this. When you have both of the distances that as non-1, you have to choose the like you have to take the one that is more smaller. That's the overall logic. Now for that I'll tell you how you can write it down and understand the code part. So what we have to do is that we will take a vector of left and right to find out the left and the right distances of the character C. Then for the first position, you can directly understand that if the first position is already the character, just update the position with 0, that it is already present at this point. So the distance between that character and the character I'm looking for is at this particular point only, so 0. Else we'll update it as -1. Now like start iterating from, like as you can see, like left to right, and from like indexing 1, because you have understand only like we have already computed for indexing 0. So 1 till n, what we'll do, if the particular character I am on is the same character I'm looking for, I will just update this particular index to this index I, that it is on this particular index only, like the index I'm looking for, or else we will just take the previous one because it is not present. Similarly on the right hand side also, if I'm moving from right to left, if the character I'm looking for is the character I'm searching for, so I'll just update it that it is present at this particular index. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that I will not update the distances, but I will update what is the last occurrence of that particular character. So like this character C has occurred at this index I, or if it not occurred at this index I, at what position I've already seen it? I've already seen it on the left of I, so left of I. So left of I minus 1, the previous index, is equal to similarly of left of I. Similarly, we'll do it from right to left also. And then when we have like what is the last occurrence of the character C I've seen from moving from left to right and right to left also, what I'll do is that if now I for every character I have to find out the answer, so I'll move from left to right over this particular array one more last time. If both of them are minus 1, which means that I have seen on the left hand side as well on the right hand side, so I will find out the distance. So I have seen on the left hand side the last the last distance which I've seen is left of I. So what you can see is that the current position I am on is I, and the last one I've seen is left of I. So difference, like the distance between them, is I minus left of I. Similarly, it is on the right hand side, so right of I minus I. That is how you can find out the distances. Else, if any one of is minus 1, which means that there is only existing on the left hand side, or maybe on the right hand side, not on both the sides, we'll just find out the distance. Find out the answer. That is overall logic. Now, because this part of the for loop is O of n, this is O of n, this is O of n, the overall time complexity is O of n for this problem. Nothing much complicated, and we have used O of n space also for storing out this left and right like positions of these indexes. So that's overall logic and code part for this problem. Thank you for watching this video till the end. I will see you in the next one. LEETCODE and bye.